Hello and welcome to day 25 for this Inktober Tangle Challenge 2023. I'm Rachel from Rachel Angela Art and you can find me on Instagram of the same name. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. I just want to say thank you to Stephanie Jennifer for putting these prompts for the challenge together for us. So this is Onamato, and it's by Zentangle Ink themselves, and this is it. I've done it obviously on a circular tile and used it as a border, and it's a really simple one. It's really effective. So slowing down, remembering to be present and focus, and I will zoom in. Oops, a bit too far that one. And we'll get our bijou tile. Zoom in a little bit more. That's better. Right. So starting with our corner dots and doing our little border. I've already done the corner dots on this. And starting with our border, remembering to relax. Slow down and concentrate, focus on one line at a time. Turning our tile, which is the easiest thing for you to draw. And Onamato is really easy, and I'm actually going to, I think we'll do it on a do it on a curve for a change, on a little curve. So I'm going to do a line from one border to the other. This is our string, and then I'm going to aura that line. And then I'm just going to go, we'll go from corner to corner with this one. So we're just doing a little curve, tiniest curve ever. And then we will aura that line. Okay, and then all it's a case of is doing large orbs, and it doesn't have to be perfectly round. It can be, but it's just about the concentration of one line at a time. And then putting our orbs, our large orbs, so this would come off the page like that. And then we will do our, I'm going to turn my tile because it's easier. And then we're just going to draw these orbs, these large orbs. So that would be coming down, and then there'd be something possibly here that would come down and join that. Okay, and then all we're going to do is interspace, when these, we're going to interspace these more orbs. We're going to fit one in all these little interstices. All these little spaces. Sorry about the light if it's coming in and out. We've got the sun one minute, the rain the next. And there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. I just hope you can see okay. So this is a really simple tangle, and that's all there is to it. But what we'll do is we'll do another line, and we'll aura that line, and then we'll do some more, And the more you get used to drawing these orbs, these little, we're calling them orbs because they're not perfect circles. They can be any shape. And it doesn't have to be perfect. So that would go off like that. And then again, we're just putting these little orbs in. And then I would come in with my pen and these little tiny little spaces, I would just ink those in. So imagine there's one there. So just ink, it just gives it a bit of contrast. And they are great fun to play with these. Great fun. And this is all we're doing. Same down here. Okay. And then we could do one up here. And we could fit some small orbs in here. And once you get used to it, you can do it. You just get used to doing them. Turning my tile so that it's easier for me, or whatever's better for you. And then we'll do some more. And I generally do kind of start in the middle. So it is, I mean, it's very, oops, that would go there, not round like I just did then, and then that would come off there. Turning my tile. And when this one, and it doesn't matter which way up, you can appreciate it from all angles. So that would come round, oops, gone over the line, it doesn't matter. And it really does not matter. I'm going to ink that line in actually, that border. And then put some more in. And you can ink them in as you go, which is what I generally tend to do. But it's getting your rhythm. Getting your rhythm. So there'll be one here. And then it's a case of shading. And you can see on this how I've shaded them. I always kind of put my highlight here about, I would say, 1 o'clock. That's just me, but you can do it any way you like. And you can see how they pop out. We're going to shade this a little differently to show you a different way of shading, because you don't have to. You can do it your own way. Once you've learnt the pattern, and you can draw the pattern, you can do anything in these. You can use them as a reticular, and you can put fragments in, different fragments inside. Am I drawing on camera yet? Keep checking. And thank you for watching. It's I'm really surprised how many subscribers I've received. This is new to me. It's a bit scary. Putting yourself out there, and but it's just something that I love to do and love to share. So you can see how this is coming alive, and sometimes you don't have to. Maybe we can put a great big one in here with the idea of a line, because I'm going to bring this down, this border. I'm going to turn my tile. I'm going to take that line up. There we go. And then maybe there would be another one coming out there, another one there, and then we'll call these, ink these spaces in. There we go. Just remembering to keep relaxed so we can continue. We could even do, let's do another border there, small. I'll bring that down actually. Bring this. Oh, the sun's in my eyes now. Not been this sunny for a long while. And then let's do one big one. And squish one in there. One in there, and then this would be, we'll just put the hint of a line and we'll ink that in. And it's open to interpretation, so you can actually do, as long as you've got the pattern. Squeeze one in there, I'll just ink that in. And there are a lot of fantastic tanglers out there. Fantastic artists. I'm just going to ink those in because there is a bit of space, but yeah, so it's looking equal. And there, so you don't have to ink all the spaces in. And that's our Onamato. So I am going to sign that down here with our chop, and then we'll tangle, shade, sorry. So with this one, with this middle one, I'm just going to lay quite a lot of graphite, quite heavily down this middle, just to show you the difference in shading. So I'm going to lay that heavily down. I'm going to get my tortillon. Oops, not that one. That's too big, right? And we're going to shade. Just going to pull that graphite, push the graphite into the paper and shade up to the middle. And I so desperately want to get colour on here. Okay. And then we're going to push the graphite in. Come down here. And then we're going to just gently touch that up. There we go. So you can see now how that's popped out. Made it roundish, like it's a pipe or a tube. It's rounded. And then with the other ones, I'm not going to do them all, but I would just shade at one side like this, put your graphite down, and then you can pop a bit more graphite down heavily, quite heavy. And then there you go, it looks like you've got a little pearl or ball. So I'm not going to, I'll do a couple more and then you can see how I did that again. So heavily putting some graphite down, maybe just a touch around there. And then getting the tortillon and gently stroking that and pulling it up into the centre and leaving a white catch light, a highlight, and then you can see that. And I think everybody does it a little differently. And that's all I do, that's all I do. And then just pulling that graphite into the centre. And there. So I'm not going to do them all because you get the idea. I'll do it off camera. So that is Onamato by Zentangle Ink. So thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.